this episode, I'm going to be comparing two of the most popular Turboback exhaust systems. I've got the Q300 Turboback and the R400 Turboback from Invidia. Stick around to see which exhaust you should buy for your Q300.
Oh shit!
Welcome to another episode of Mr. Doing TV, proudly supported by Pro Speed Racing, who are the parent company of Invidia Exhaust. Now, about a year and a half ago, I uploaded this video. And to this day, it's the most viewed and the most liked video that I've uploaded. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link in the description box just below the like button or up in the top left corner over here. Now, when I swapped out my Q300 mufflers for the R400 mufflers, I only had a catback system. If you want to hear my thoughts about both of those mufflers on a catback system, you can watch that video. Since that video, I've installed an Invidia J-pipe. I've had the R400 Turbo back system for a bit over a year. It sounds great when you're on it. The downshifts are so eventful, so theatrical. When you give it the full beans, it just sings. Now, the problem with the full turbo back is that it just drones, which is why I'm putting on this Q300. Before I do that, let's jump in the car, go for one last drive with the R400 and see what it sounds like. Okay, we're going for one last drive with the R400 Turbo back. Got my GoPro hooked up here, GoPro hooked up to the back, just on top of the exhaust, and I hope that it doesn't fall off. Now guys, before we move on with the video, a lot of you watching aren't subscribed to the channel. I think the subscription rate is only about 10%. This year, 2023, I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you enjoy watching the content on this channel or you enjoy this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it supports the channel. It really helps me make these kind of videos. I really appreciate your support, guys. Let's get on with the video. All right, let's hope that it doesn't fall off when I'm on the main road. So as I'm just cruising at normal speeds, I reckon that it sounds really nice. Where it starts to drone is between 2,500 to 3,000 revs, and the drone is quite unbearable. When I first had friends and passengers in this car after I got the turbo back or the J-pipe, my friend sitting at the back told me it sounds really good, but it was so loud that they couldn't hear what we were telling them from the front. And when I go on road trips with my partner and we're saying something or we're talking and I got to go up a hill, we've got to pause our conversation and wait until I get over the hill before we can continue our conversation because the drone is just so loud. So now I'm at 3,000 revs. If I punch it, it sings. It sounds so good, it bloody sings. And if I do a downshift here, it just sounds so good and it sings so nicely. But how often am I, pushing the car that hard or going above the 3,000 rev range? Not very often at all. And Aussie weather is so weird. It's either at either end of the extremities. It's either super hot or it's super cold. And because of that, the windows have to be up and we're using the aircon or the heater. And because the windows are up, it's like a massive echo chamber in here. All the sound and vibration, it just jumps straight into the cabin and it shakes your ears. It's shit. The R400, even in its turbo back form, isn't really that loud. Volume is okay. I don't mind a loud exhaust if it sounds good. Like if the tone is nice, I don't mind too much about the volume. But if it's loud and it drones and it shakes the car, that's not something that you really want, right? Because it's so uncomfortable when you're on road trips and if it's a daily driver like this car is for me. Right, now let's get back in the driveway and switch the exhaust around. That's going to be the last time I hear the R400 Turbo back on my car. Hopefully I don't regret going back to the Q300. Now, I actually ordered this exhaust from Pro Speed Racing at the beginning of October in 2022. It took 3 months for it to be made and shipped over to Sydney, and on the day that Pro Speed Racing put it on a truck to send it down to my place, the truck caught fire.
Oh my god.
Prime movers.
Oh shit.
But after 3 months and one fire truck, it's finally here. Thanks to Pro Speed Racing for being so good about it and sending it out. Let's do the unboxing. And there it is. Oh, we've got some gasket, the rest of the exhaust. Okay, but we'll get to that later on. Dimmed log, look at that stance. Should drive it around like that, eh? Currently with the R400, I've got the stainless steel tips. They're the straight cut. And the worst thing about the straight cut tips instead of the roll tips is that when you go in to wash the mufflers, you know, so many times I've gone in at an angle and I've cut myself like that. It's really sharp, it freaking hurts. Bloody hurts. And if you're curious, this is what it looks like with the R400 underneath. Alright, they look pretty cool, but honestly I prefer the Q300. It just looks so much more OEM, like OEM plus. You're gonna need some WD-40 to blast those old bolts and the exhaust hangers, the muffler hangers, holding this up there. So I want to do that, and then I'll take it off and put the new exhaust on it. I need to buy a creeper, man. Alright, so what else do you need? 14mm on a ratchet and a 14mm spanner. Break those nuts. It's the worst. I don't have enough clearance to bring my camera under here and film this part, but if you're doing this at home, it's very easy. You just gotta locate the bolts and then you undo it. There are plenty of videos on the internet if you need to know how to do this. It's probably one of the easiest things you can do. One of the easiest mods you can do to your car. Oh, something fell in my eye. Wear safety glasses, kids. I tell my kids to wear safety glasses every science experiment, but I never wear them. Oh, something in my eye. And one thing I completely forgot about is that on this muffler, don't know if you can see that black spot over there and that mark in my bumper. I'm pretty sure this happened when I was on track. The G-forces just pushed the muffler to the side and it stayed on that side because there is a lot of right turning. When you turn right, it gets pushed this way and it'll probably stay that way for a while. When I was pushing it and it burned off that plastic, I haven't been able to get it off. I mean, you can't see it when it's like mounted properly, but you know, just something I noticed a while ago and I wasn't able to get it off. And what tips did I get? Well, first of all, I can't stand the burnt tips. They just look too much like a racer boy. Honestly, I can't stand it. I mean, maybe it's cool for like 10 seconds, but you know, not on my daily. I can't stand it, or not on any of my cars ever, because I just can't stand it. So that probably gives you a clue into which tips I got. Right, yeah, look at them tips. Roll tips, stainless steel tips. Normally I'm not too much of a fan of chrome, but these, I remember having this on my car from the previous owner. I reckon it looks so good. And it's worth noting that Pro Speed Racing and Invidia have come out with a version 2 or an S version of the R400. It's called the R400S. You can find it over on the Pro Speed Racing website. And that's got a resonator that's double the size of the original resonator. I haven't heard it on the FA motor, but I have heard it on the STI motor, and it sounds so much better than the R400 on the STI. And if there's no drone, or if it's not as loud on the STI, it's definitely not going to be as loud on this. But then again, it's an R400. It doesn't come with the roll tips. I wanted the roll tips, so I went for this. Alright, so here is your money shot. That is a baffled system muffler, and that is a straight through type of muffler. In here, there are different channels that redirect the sound, bounces it back and forth. So some of the sound waves cancel each other out, which is why it's a lot more quiet than the R400, which is basically just a straight through type muffler. If you want to learn more about these type of mufflers, watch my previous exhaust comparison video just in the description box just below the like button. Oh, that looks already so good. Already that looks so much better than the R400. Let's get the next side on. Oh. So after you've checked that they're even, after you've tried to make them as even as you can, leave it like this, get inside the car, start it up, then come to the back, get underneath it while it's still cold, put your hand around the joints and see if there are any leaks. If there is, just put a spanner on it real quick. After you've done that, you can go enjoy your new exhaust. Let's get in the car, go for a drive and see what it sounds like. That looks so much better. I reckon those roll tips look so much better than the straight cut. Okay, so right off the bat, it is so much more quiet idling, and the cold start is a lot more quiet as well. All right, I'm gonna give it some juice here. Immediately, it's a lot more quiet. It's still very theatrical. There's still a little bit of those pops and bangs, but there's no drone, which I really appreciate. Sounds pretty juicy though. It still sounds pretty juicy. I want to cut to some side-by-side clips so that you can compare without me talking. Normally there would be a bit of drone there. I'm in the rev range where it would normally start to drone, but there's absolutely no drone at the moment. So I can definitely still hear the turbo, still hear the exhaust. This I'm going to appreciate a lot more as my daily, and I don't think I'm going to have any complaints. Let's do a downshift. Does it still sound good? Hell yeah. Now that begs the question, which exhauster did you buy, the Q300 or the R400? Let's head back to the driveway and I'll give you the verdict. All right, now you might be wondering, when should you buy an R400 exhaust? Well, to me, there are very few occasions or very few situations where the R400 would be good. And those are if your car is purely a track car, if you only drive it on the weekend, or if you have an FA motor and you're only planning to go with a catback exhaust. In every other situation, if you're picking between the R400 and Q300, most of the time you would go for the Q300. For the FA motor, turbo back, go Q300. For the STI in both catback or the turboback, Q300. If it's your daily, Q300. If you drive it on the weekend, yeah, R400. Or in the special circumstance where you don't care about the drone, then yeah, go for the R400. But as a general blanket statement, if you drive it every day, or if you're going turboback, or you've got an STI, just go for the Q300 and save your money and save the effort of changing back and forth like I do. Now that I've got a Q300 turboback, I'm really happy with it, and I think I want to keep it like that. And that's it for the episode. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section just below. As always, thanks to Pro Speed Racing for supporting the channel. If you enjoy this episode, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. There's going to be a lot of content coming to this channel in 2023. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.